Hi everyone, good afternoon. So I'm Jen Ashley and I'm the Director of Women Who Go London. I wasn't aware of this project nor this hackathon until a few weeks ago when Charles Barber reached out to me via Twitter. I wish we have known about this so that we could have encouraged more of our members to participate, but I'm glad that I'm seeing some of them here. And one of them is a mom who actually took her 15-year-old as well, so that's great. So Women Who Code is actually a group that started in San Francisco a few years ago, and we've now grown to 50,000 plus members worldwide. That sounds like a large number, but it actually isn't compared to the number of male developers around. So what we're trying to address is really to increase the number of women in technology, especially in software engineering. So in the same way that we've got problems with our ocean, we've got a problem as well in technology in terms of balancing the number. So that's Women Who Code, that's the website if you want to check it out. Just a bit of background for myself. So I've got a degree in mathematics and applied mathematics. I kind of fell into computer science by accident because when I was graduating from university, a local bank from the Philippines, I'm from the Philippines, awarded me something, a science award or something, and part of that is training on computer science. And I just went in just for fun, but I actually liked it, so I stayed with it and continued with it. So up to today, I'm still coding, but more as a hobby, but not as part of my job, because it's a creative process, and I really enjoy it. So I was working with Citigroup. That's where I started to actually get into coding, and moved on to different roles, and ended up doing business development for them. As I said, I don't code anymore, but I do as a hobby, but not as part of my job. But after 12 years with Citigroup, I kind of got tired of what I was doing, so I said, I'll retire. So I did that, and then for a few years, I said I'm going to retire, but I'm not the type of person who actually can sit and do nothing. So I was actually running, a few companies. I bought a small money transfer company, and doing other things. And after 4 years, I said, hang on, I actually left the bank to actually retire. So what am I doing? So I went back to what I wanted to do, and that's when I got involved with meetups. I discovered that there were actually a lot of technology meetups. Initially, I was avoiding meetup because I thought it was a dating site. I'm anti dating online. But when I discovered that there were a lot of technology meetups, I explored it some more, and ended up running a few meetup groups. One of them is about social media, game development, and we also run a school where we teach people how to code. So while I was studying meetups, I kind of noticed that there's a bit of a problem. And this was I think it was 3-4 years ago. So as you can see, the majority of developers attending meetups are men. There's a few women. Most of the time, there's 1 or 2 or 3 women attending. And even when I went to Apple's conference last year, this is actually the scene when we were going through the hall. So as you can see, it's a sea of men. No offense to the guys, but as you can see, there is a problem with the numbers. And if we don't do anything now, then we won't be able to turn that dial. So what we do with Women Who Code is we have a lot of workshops where we teach people how to code. And we partner with companies like Google, Bloomberg, JP Morgan, and everyone's been very supportive. So we're very lucky at the moment to be a woman in technology, because you do get a lot of support. So we participate in hackathons like this one. I think we would have had more of our members here if the NASA Space Hackathon is not happening this weekend as well. So there's a bit of competition there between the ocean and space. Okay, so this was an event at Google. There were around 200 plus members attending. And these are our smaller workshops where we teach women who have not coded before to do some things, using JavaScript or HTML, CSS, or whatever language we have got to focus on that month. It's really very satisfying for me, especially to see women getting excited about coding. I mean, these are just some basic sites, but actually you can actually see from their faces that they're very happy to build their first stage. So there is a lot of interest out there. Like last weekend, we had a workshop on JavaScript, and we had around 80 plus members attending. No one has ever coded before, and there's a nice mix of people attending our workshops. We had lawyers, we had an accountant, a teacher who's been teaching for 20 years and wants to change careers and get into technology. It's never too late for anyone to do that. And we also had, I think we also had a general surgeon wanting to learn how to code. So it's really good. Sometimes we get questions whether this is positive discrimination against men. And I always say it could be seen as that, but we know there is a problem. It's very obvious, as from the pictures I've seen, you've seen. So we just need to do something to turn that dial. And it's not because we're trying to forget about men, we're trying to compete. It's not like that. But we know this problem, so we just need to do something. Otherwise, nothing will change. Sorry, this is from. And yeah, some thoughts here. We need to make some things happen, and if not now, then when are we going to do it? And we just need to keep moving forward, and we can do it. And thank you very much for inviting us, and we do hope that we'll get the support from the economists as well for some of the projects that we have in London. Thank you.